Two different styles. Listen. Lama Sabatani, the chef and fame back the Holy Ghost with the Tommy. The pale horse behind me. I know you see the chariots suspended all around me. The lights and the thunder and the sound is astounding. We in the last days. The Lord with me, tell me why I ever be afraid. That's why I'm sharpening my blade. It's hell in the sound, Undertaker on the cage. Throwing mankind from the rafters to the stage. At the same time with his eyes in the blade. Get it, dog, if you're afraid. It's written on the page in the scrolls of a sage. Coming from a different age. Where the last shall be first, and the first shall be slaves. Jesus, the chef in his bag again. 12 tribes finna start battling. And that's when the bones start rattling. And thrones start shattering. Devils on fire, that's live from the Vatican.
Disclaimer, parental advisory warning. Parents and guardians are hereby advised that this class contains mature subject matter and may be inappropriate for children. Attendance is intended solely for mature audiences and may include, but not limited to, coarse language, sexual content, and suggestive dialogue. Viewer discretion is advised.
Most people just wear clothes, but some wear a message, a reminder of who we are and who we stand for. This isn't fast fashion, it's covenant, it's culture, it's identity, built with purpose, designed to last, created for those who refuse to blend in. When you step out, let your garments speak. Before you do, join the movement.
I'm wearing an Israelites brand.
That's when I be yelling, I'm Jew by blood. Y'all dudes not us. And I don't believe in y'all, but in y'all I trust. I'm just a common coolie commandment keeper. I know it's hard to live righteously in the land of evil. They got you feeling like damaged goods around damaged people. And truly life is a movie, just can't demand a sequel. Verily, all you hypocrites, heresies, and Pharisees only fear God, so I know the devil's scared of me. They stole us from our land, they stole our land.
Coming with a mouthful of gold and gold chains around our neck.
That's why they think of airing me, saying what God's saying, like a parakeet preparing for the
Shop the collection now before it sells out. Click the link below and secure yours today.
I hope y'all like that. That was Supplication by Roy the Chef. It's dangerous out here. I hope you guys make it home safe.
Why is she eating? She just like, yeah, they just say, she into a scholar. She just say eat for us. She's just crazy. Yeah, like he's saying. Yo, check it out. You ain't worried about that. They're going to show you at the end. So that was that a knocking out?
Yo, what was that about? Don't worry about it. You wouldn't understand.
Welcome to Pillars of Rest, where you can find special material for our sisters, by our sisters. This is a Sons of Thunder exclusive platform focused on building, encouraging, uplifting, and engaging with the daughters of Zion. Here you'll find personalized and interactive content geared towards showing what it truly means to be a pillar of rest. Interviews, scripture breakdowns, tips on motherhood, marriage, and testimonials are just the beginning of the many things to learn from and enjoy in this program. Beard Icon. Elevate your beard experience. Beard Icon provides luxury beard care products for the distinguished gentleman. Have you been searching for the perfect grooming kit to complete your beard routine? Well, look no further. Featuring a balm, beard wash, conditioner, and 100% natural brush. And we can't forget the beard oil, packed with the essential ingredients guaranteed to give your beard the shine and luster you've been looking for. Get your luxury beard care kit while supplies last. It's going fast. Everybody wants one. And yes, I mean everyone. Order yours today. Don't wait. Use special code SOT to get 10% off your entire order. Beard Icon. Elevate your beard experience.
Younger brothers, they're not here. And then I start asking the Most High, why? How come I'm the only one out of my whole family that you didn't take me? And then it just came to me. He said he was saving me for a purpose. And so that's my reflection on it. And I hope some of you take this to heart. You're going through your lives. Things get hard for you. But you got to remember that the Most High is running the show. You do what he say, you can expect great things to come. So that's my reflection. I hope is, a lot of you take this to heart. When things go bad, just think of, man, it ain't going to be bad like this all the time. Because we're his chosen children, and he works mysteriously. We can't figure it out, but that's how it is with the Most High. He ain't gonna tell you what he gonna do. He just do it. You pray and you ask for stuff. Hopefully, you ask for stuff that's not vain. Like, hey, I like some hair. That's vanity, really. I'm all right. But that's my reflection. I hope you take this to heart. So with that, I'm gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Shalom. Y'all take it easy.
Soft and warm, the quiet storm, quiet storm.
Hey, Shabbat Shalom family, man. Kwame Ashala. Shalom family. First and foremost, we want to start off by giving, of course, all praises, honor, glory, and thanks to the Most High God, Yahweh. And we do so by Shema Mashiach Yahushua. Of course, double honors due to the General Yahweh all and the Sons of Thunder who have taught us his doctrine, taught us well. Peace and blessings to you all, and the water for tuning in to another SOT After Hours, The Quiet Storm. Okay, for tonight, we got a little bit planned for y'all. We got a treat for y'all tonight. I'm not going to hold you, right? Hey, yo, listen. Listen, I know you see the title of this. It's Q&A and Ask a Hebrew Israelite Anything. We're going to put the link in the chat. If you wanted to hop on, talk with us live, or if you got any questions in the chat, feel free to post them, right? Taking all questions. And guess what? If you want to have a little discussion, you want to ask us something personally, right? Or about doctrine. I'm not saying like not finna put our personal business out there. But if you want to talk doctrine or scripture, then guess what? This is the platform for that, right? It might not be like that every week, but if you want more, then guess what? Go to our SOT Chicago page at SOT Chicago on YouTube for more edifying content, of course, and of course for more biblical discussions where we go live every Sunday, if the Lord be willing, right? Which this upcoming Sunday we will be live on there 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, if it be the Lord's will, man. Right? I finally got the schedule worked out, but also to answer the sister's question, we already started with Q&A, right? La sis, the general we postponed Sabbath class for next week. So instead, we'll be going live, and the general will be joining the Otto William over on Bar for Bar, most probably tomorrow morning. So stay tuned in for Bar for Bar. And of course, hey, all praise to the Most High for another beautiful day, man. And of course, for the chances and the opportunities that he blesses us with, right? And and for the blessings that he allows into our lives, man, right? So when it comes to that point, hey, rejoice with them that rejoice, man. And of course, much love to, of course, our Otto William. And most I will be right back with another class tomorrow morning, right? But for tonight, we got a little bit to talk to y'all about before we get into anything with Q&A. Hebrew Israelite Ask Me Anything, because first off, we got to talk about what is going on with the world around you, right? Of course, it's going to be your brother Captain Kwabza Allah. Of course, I have a new face on with me. Well, I won't even say new face if you've been tapped in with After Hours, man. But I don't want to let us know where you from, where you at, and of course your name.
Hey, Shalom, Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shabbat. This is Officer Michael, and I'm out of the Midwest, right? You know, and I appreciate you for having me on. All right. You know, it's a pleasure because I'm looking forward to this class right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, as you try to navigate through the world and you're experiencing these things, like the Ottawa says, sometimes, you know, it's like you got to be crazy, you know, to make sense of everything that's happening and the injustice is going on, right? So I'm looking forward to the class. I'm excited, and it's a pleasure to be here.
Hey, counter one. That's an absolute fact, because what it's like you said, navigating this world, it'd be like, bro. that's the best way to describe it. It's just bro, just put your face down sometimes,
right?
Because of all the things that you see, all the things we go through and experience. That's why it's beautiful that we get chances, opportunities to be able to do this. Real quick, give me Hebrews 3 and verse 12 real quick, right? So y'all thought it's gonna be just I don't know what y'all thought was gonna be on here for tonight, man, right? But yeah, we're gonna get into some scriptures, right? And of course, guess what? I know it's a little bit early hours. I'm not even gonna hold you, right? This ain't the usual time that we go live, but it's kind of close to it. But even still, man, Most High willing, we gonna have the same time, same spirit through the Most High God, man, right? And shalom to our family over at Believers of the Way, Las Vegas. Shalom and happy Sabbath, family. Much love to our Otto William over there with the Believers of the Way, man. And congratulations to all the new organizations that I've seen open up. I've seen Chicago through the Spirit, BOW Chicago, Shalom and hearty Shalom to y'all brothers. Us brothers on the screen right now, we Midwest right now, right? Iowa, for the officer over here, and Chicago over here, man. I love seeing, of course, our body, and of course, you know, the Spirit of Christ, you know, continue to grow and expand within the Israelites, man. And of course, that teaching, of course, like the believers of the way, believers of whose way? Christ's way, man. Right? And that's why we got to emphasize this. Bring this out real quick.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 3 and verse 12. Take heed, brethren, lest there be in any of you an evil heart of unbelief in departing from the living God.
That's Hebrews 3 and verse 12. I'll continue to read. Let me see if that's what I want.
Verse 13. But exhort one another daily, while it is called today, lest any of you be hardened through the deceitfulness of sin.
Yes, that's what I want, right? So we gotta constantly stay at it, man. Constantly stay in the word, constantly stay busy with the word of the Lord, man, because we gotta exhort one another daily so that the ways of this world don't pull you back in, right? So that the unbridled and out of control behavior of the heathen, their liberty doesn't pull you back in, doesn't knock you out of the spirit of the Most High God, right? Because what we're getting ready to show you tonight is just like, bro, how did they get away with this? Like what was that one? I think that was that meme from the Punisher. He said he can't keep getting away with this. They can't.
Wait, hold on. I feel like that is on Breaking Bad. You sure that's not Breaking Bad?
That might be Breaking Bad. It's one of those gritty kind of shows. I'm already knowing.
Right. Breaking Bad.
I'm thinking about something else.
Yeah, Breaking Bad had that. Breaking Bad had I want to say his name is Jesse, and you had Walt, who is the top guy that's cooking. He's the cook. And he's doing all this grimy stuff, and then he's breaking down because he's tired of this dude always getting away. So he kind of has his breakdown moments, like, how does he keep getting away with this? Because he ends up poisoning a kid of a woman that he was dealing with. And that's what it is, you know.
Yo, but it's crazy because it's like, yo, he working with him.
Yeah.
So like, yo, but that's the importance of this scripture, man. You don't want to be in lockstep with like the general was talking about on class today. On no Sabbath class today, but like he was talking about in the Cam video, right? Now you ashamed because of who you joined yourself onto, right? Now you embarrassed because of who you joined yourself onto, whose ways that you was learning of, whose ways you was following, right? You can't, and now you looking like he can't keep getting away with this, right? Because yo, you join yourself to the white man, you join yourself to these other nations, bro, you're gonna be looking crazy out here. We gonna show you through the spirit, man. But that's the importance of this scripture, man. You got to stay around your people and you got to stay with the program. Lest any of you be hardened, any of us be hardened through the deceitfulness of sin, right? Continue to read.
And this is verse 14. For we are made partakers of Christ, if we hold the beginning of our confidence steadfast unto the end.
So we are made partakers of Christ if we hold the beginning of our steadfast unto the end. Meaning you stay down with the cause, man. Right? You hold it down, like you continue in what it is that you started. You finish it, right? You don't give up halfway. Of course, guess what? I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but that's sometimes our problem. We want it to be easy. Yo, go over to Hebrews chapter 12 and verse number 1 real quick. This is still after hours. This is still a class. So we gonna kick a little bit of doctrine, show y'all some things, and then we gonna get into the Q&A and the app and the Hebrew Israelite Ask Me Anything, right? But if you want more of that, come to the Chicago page, right? And also, hold on, wait a minute. I gotta play the disclaimer for tonight's class, because listen, y'all just gotta stay locked in, man. There is no way that this should be happening in 2026. The way that the world is moving right now is like a South Park episode, and I kid you not. You're gonna see in just a second, but read this real quick, because this got to be our focus at the forefront. While Esau is just losing it.
This is Hebrews.
I don't know if I want to hold this verse. Just show them what we talking about first, and then pull this out. Read this first. Let's set it up real quick. Read this first, and then we're gonna talk about it.
This is Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 1. Wherefore, seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witness, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which doth so easily beset us, and let us run with patience the race that is set before us.
Man, I was reading this earlier and I was thinking like, yo, like I said, along those lines of like, bro, we want it to be easy, right? But that's what could be what's keeping you back from fulfilling this, right? Expect challenges and expect there to be some things that you have to change, some adjustments that you have to make to the systems that you build in order to what? Be in lockstep with the Father, right? And of course, guess what? Expect, yo, when it comes to this point, right? Guess what? Expect it's going to take some time, right? We see the world just waxing worse, but we have to run with patience this race that's set before us, because the world is waxing worse and worse, but we don't want to wax worse right alongside it. And I'm going to show you why I say that, because as the morality of the people wears down, it's made manifest through the events, through what's celebrated, through what's cherished, what's valued. And guess what? If we not careful, we can fall after that same example, right? So that's why it's so important for tonight's class. I say, let those great cloud of witnesses be what? This is how the Hebrew Israelites move. Yo, this is a wise and understanding people. I spoke to a brother my age earlier, and he was just like, yo, I'm not trying to toot my own horn or anything, God forbid, but he was just like, yo, you seem a lot more like mature for a brother that's the same age as me. Like, but it's because of what, right? I say it's because I thank the Most High God for, of course, the scriptures. I thank the Most High God for what? The upbringing that I've had, and what? Keep the commandments of the Most High God, right? Have faith in his son, adhere to his teachings, right? Walk after his example, strive for perfection to the best of your ability, right? So when it comes to counter to one.
Two things real quick. I just wanted to say to the Kani Bayan, if you could get a little bit specific around like the subject, not the subject, but like the type of embarrassment, not the specifics of it. Perhaps that question could be met with scripture. And so we can make it a little bit more specific. But also, when you get a chance, I got a scripture for you.
Counter one. Let's bring it out.
Can you read for me 1 Peter 4:1 and read through 4, King?
Counter one. This is the book of 1 Peter chapter 4, verse number 1 through 4. And it reads, for as much then as Christ hath suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind. For he that hath suffered in the flesh hath ceased from sin, that he should no longer live the rest of his time in the flesh to the lust of men, but to the will of God.
Okay, so look, this is talking about a changing of mind and putting off that old man and stepping into life, right? Which Christ has shown us the example of. Read.
Con. For the time past of our life may suffice us to have wrought the will of the Gentiles, when we walked in lasciviousness, lusts, excess of wine, revelings, banquetings, and abominable idolatries, wherein they think it strange that ye run not with them to the same access of riot, speaking evil of you.
All right, so I wanted to bring that up because the other one I was talking about, as this world is waxing worse and worse, don't be caught up in that thing with them, right? It was pointed out and it was notable that the Ottawa, he moves in a different spirit. That's just another way that the brother, he doesn't know how to speak on a scriptural level, but Ottawa, he moves in a different spirit. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't act and move in a way that the rest of the world does. He's kind of set apart in that regard. And we pray that the Most High God keeps him heavily rooted within that same spirit and walk, right? But this scripture right here specifically is talking about, all right, as the world is moving a certain kind of way, you're not, that's not the kind of frequency that we on. All right. And they're going to think and speak evil of you because of those things. All right. But therein lies a conversation once they inquire about the change in your walk. And I yield.
Hey, Khan, hey man, all praise to the Most High. but they gonna definitely speak evil of you because of what it is that you value, what it is that you choose over what everybody else is choosing, right? But the main message for tonight, you got to stay on that path, man. You got to keep moving. I say when it comes to, I say even feeling embarrassed, going through a tough day, man, that's like the main thing. Just keep moving, right? When I think about like embarrassment and stuff like that, I think about it like this. It's like a lot of people that come and go from out of our lives, right? It's like a highway, right? You got cars coming this way, you got cars going on the same path with you. It could be difficult, right? So shoot, it's a lot of things, it's a lot going on. Everybody got their own destination. But when it comes to it, it's like the moment in which we may meet each other, it's like in passing, right? It's like in passing by. Sometimes, guess what? You might be traveling with people, right? We on the same path. We going together. We got the same destination, right? We both in separate cars. We both in separate vehicles, moving in the same direction. But guess what? We traveling together, right? Guess what? When it comes to everybody else, though, they in their own little bubble. They in their own little world. So when it comes to feeling embarrassed about things, it's, guess what? It's a real emotion. It's real. I understand it. And guess what? It's something that, of course, you know, is possible, but it's not something that I would say I say with something that can be overcome. It's something that can be, you know, guess what? Hey, man, I got embarrassed, but hey, I live to fight another day, man, right? I live even still, and guess what? Something like that probably gonna be forgotten about. Everybody else, and shoot, in the way that the world moving today, man, it's a lot of things. Guess what? People, hey, it's like that was just neither here nor there, right? Doing a celebration, but everything was going wrong, and people left early because things weren't right. Who was late didn't get played. Hey, man, give me I would say I could definitely understand how that can be embarrassing, right? Trust me, right? Yo, like I was saying, I was talking to you about this before. Before I was like, yo, when it comes to like being at my job and like the kind of like work, it's like service and whatnot. So when everything is like going wrong in that kind of like place, it's like difficult not only for me to work there, but it's like other people having to like kind of like get that service too. It's just like, listen, I'm just working with what I got. But it's definitely embarrassing though. Go on to the one.
Yeah, I know what kind of expectation can be built up concerning these things and wanting things to be perfect. And can you pull scripture for me? 1 Corinthians 11 and verse 20. Now, this is kind of going into dealing with the Lord's feast to a certain degree. But at the end of the day, like, you got to understand, King, you got to understand, or Queen, I'm not 100% sure what, you know.
That's a brother.
That's a brother. All right. You got to understand, like, when you start coming into this truth, like, you got to realize that the kind of spirit that you move with may not align with other people. The Ottawan, the general, has to talk about when we have Passover. Don't come in the spirit of I'm coming here to get turned up, drunk, and have a party. You are coming to keep the Lord's feast. Now, I know that's not what was going on with your celebration, but I'm saying, like, if people come to a celebration of yours, it should be a pleasure to be able to convocate with you, period. Whatever spirit or whatever kind of occasion it was, it should be a pleasure. If my brother threw a party and it flops, the food was late, I don't care. I don't feel no type of way. I'm there with my Akiam. I'm there with the Adawaniam. I'm there with whoever the case might be. So you got to consider these things. But I wanted to bring the scripture out because people shouldn't be showing up to your shindig just to eat and drink food. It should be the actual camaraderie surrounding it. So can you read that for me, King?
Carter one. This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse number 20. When ye come together, therefore, into one place, this is not to eat the Lord's Supper.
Keep reading through verse 22.
Counter one. For in eating, everyone taketh before another his own supper, and one is hungry, and another is drunken. What? Have ye not houses to eat and to drink in? Or despise ye the church of the Most High, and shame them that have not? What shall I say to you? Shall I praise you in this? I praise you not.
Right. So it's understandable. Like, again, like, I'm not saying that this scripture was tailor-made for your circumstance, but what I'm saying is, like, there's more to getting together, just eating, drinking, getting drunk. You have a house to get drunk in. You have a house to eat in. You like meals or whatever the case might be. Like, I understand that that's a part of the festivities, but you got to understand that, like, if you move in with people that kind of, you know, were expressing their disapproval of what you threw together for them, then, you know, you might have to kind of consider the people that you're running with. I'm just going to keep it 100 with you. You know what I'm saying? No one's perfect. And we know that in the scriptures. So there should have been grace in that regard for whatever went wrong, you know, if it fell outside of your control, you know, if that makes sense. And I yield. You on mute, by the way, Ottawa.
Counter one. So like I was butchering the scripture. Give me Ecclesiastes chapter 9 real quick, right? Because guess what? It's understandable. Like, that's the beautiful thing about this truth, man. And that's the beautiful thing about that Hebrews 3 that we read earlier, because guess what? The ideologies of the world, man, they make you, they want to crush you over something like that. It wasn't perfect. A lot of people that we be thinking about, man, they not perfect, and neither do they want to be. They don't care to be. And I think about that when, of course, you know, I look in the Israelite community and I'm like, people are so critical about, of course, different points and mistakes in which the brothers and sisters might make within a nation and whatnot. And it's like they on the outside looking in, but guess what? It's just like, yo, it's like, it's the conversation for that people don't really care to have, right? In which we understand, but us as your brothers, man, we understand that thing, right? But guess what? Check this out. Give me Ecclesiastes chapter 9 and verse number I will say start at verse 11. Check this out.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 9 and verse 11. I returned and saw under the sun that the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, neither yet bread to the wise, nor yet riches to men of understanding, nor yet favor to men of skill, but time and chance happeneth to them all.
So time and chance happens to everybody.
It's very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Sometimes things come late. Yo, time and chance happens to all of us, right? Guess what? Same people that's complaining today, guess what? They're gonna probably be late to work tomorrow. Oh, the fool, we didn't get started. Oh, we was late. Y'all black people always on colored people time. And of course, that's something that we already joke about, right? Shoot, they late getting Starbucks. But at the same time, because I say it's two folds to it. Verse 10 also says something too. Read verse 10. When it comes to what to do after a tough day and feeling embarrassed, it's two things that you can do, right? Check this out.
Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 10. Whatsoever thy hand findeth to do, do it with thy might. For there is no work, nor device, nor knowledge, nor wisdom in the grave without whether thou goest.
So one thing that you can do is examine what it is that I could have done wrong, or what it is that I could have done better.
Yeah.
Was I fully diligent in this office? Or did something fail within the system that I made? I think about it like that. I'd be like, okay, where did I go wrong? Okay, how did I find myself in this situation right here? And what can I do the next time? As a matter of fact, I just thought about that like a little bit before class. I was just like, okay, what can I do the next time to make sure that don't happen? Right? And guess what? And prepare yourself for the next time, right? So if you want to throw another celebration, and guess what? Things was going wrong, find out and examine what can I put my hand to with all my might and make sure that this goes right this time? Okay. Right? But the second thing lies within that verse number 11. Read verse number 11 real quick.
Okay, verse 11. I returned and saw under the sun that the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, neither yet bread to the wise, nor yet riches to men of understanding, nor yet favor to men of skill, but time and chance happeneth to them all.
So wait a minute. He ran he's the fastest. How is it that he's not going to win? Wait a minute. He's the wisest. How is it that he's gonna go hungry? Right? Or guess what? He's not gonna have this, right? Is he's gonna face some sort of lack? Or guess what? He's got all the understanding. Why would you not support him with your money? Right? Or guess what? He's got all the skill. Why would you not rock with him? Because guess what? People are different. Everybody's not the same. Everybody has their own kind of, like you said, like he was going into earlier with that 1 Corinthians 11. Some people got a different MO. Mm-hmm. And when it comes to that point, man, hey, man's just not perfect. Right. When it comes to that point, guess what? It's mistakes that we can make on our end too. And when it comes to that point, I'm saying those, I'm being redundant. When it comes to mistakes that we can make, guess what? It can be changed. So after a tough day and feeling embarrassed, you can examine where it is that I can do better at. And when it comes to another thing that I can do is accept that, guess what? Everything might not go out well. The scriptures say that, because it seems like sometimes when I try even my hardest, time and chance happens to everybody. Some things, guess what? It was out of my control that the pizza man, he was 30 minutes late. How that happened?
Right.
He was in lockjaw traffic. What was he supposed to do? Teleport? Right. So, shoot. Right?
It's a lot, kid.
Count to one.
Hey, I had one more take on this, not to make it long. Can I get a quick Sirach 11? Give me Sirach 11, verse 8 and verse 9. All right. One more route you got to take with this thing is consider whether or not, all right, you had your pride hinging upon how this went, how you come off and how you look. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm gonna throw a party or if I'm gonna throw a celebration, my mindset is to minister unto others, right? I want to make sure I can, I just want to make sure that I can show everybody a good time. Yes, that's what I want. I want to take care of people, right? But don't make sure that your pride and your ego isn't built off of everyone's going to look at me this way because I can flex this or I come off this way, right? If anything, I just want people to know that I love them. But in times like this, you may be able to discover who is with you and who's not. Can you read that for me?
Count to one. That's such a great point that you get ready to go into. I want to add to it as well. I don't want to, but listen, this is what we're here for. Like we said earlier, we got to exhort one another daily while it is called today. This is what we on class for. What a Q&A is for is, guess what? I'm going through this right now. What can I do differently? Ask a Hebrew Israelite anything. What's y'all take on, a belief? What's y'all take on this walk that I'm in, right? The battles that I face, right? But check this out. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 11 and verse number 7. Now, I'm not saying you put everything out there on live. Come to counsel, SOT counsel@gmail.com. We'll book you in. But for things like that, it's, it's kind of like, I would say it's like it's not the most personal. Definitely, hey, man, we'll chop it up with you live about those things. But this is the book of Sirach. What's it?
Start at verse 8, King 8 and 9.
Counter to one. It's the book of Sirach or Ecclesiastes, chapter 11 and verse number 8. Answer not before thou hast heard the cause.
Oh, I'm wilding. Chapter 12, verse 8 and 9.
Counter to one. This is the book of Sirach Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse number 9.
8.
Verse 8. A friend cannot be known in prosperity, and an enemy cannot be hidden in adversity. In the prosperity of a man, enemies will be grieved, but in his adversity, even a friend will depart.
Okay. So what I'm getting at the end of the day, all right, is that sometimes like whoever you surround yourself with, it could be built upon falsehoods. And during times of adversity, these things will be exposed. So number one, take account for what spirit you are in and whether or not your pride and whether or not your ability to exalt yourself amongst other people hinged upon the success of this party. And number two, also account for the fact that you may be able to, be circumspect about who you've surrounded yourself in. Because I know that if I had a friend and it wasn't going well for his party or whatever the case might be, I wouldn't feel no type of way. The food not showing up wouldn't affect me in the slightest. And me being in the very vicinity of that friend is a pleasure and a blessing. And I yield.
Hey, Con, I say a good chapter to go with that as well is kind of like putting on like a banquet or whatnot, kind of like hosting like a little feast and everything. A good chapter for that is Sirach chapter 32. It breaks it down completely, right? How it like the spirit of the feast is more so to like to serve the people and whatnot.
Right.
People don't oftentimes care what things is or what happens, but they care about how they feel, right? If I start stressing and I'm start worrying and everything, nothing's like yo, you start tweaking out, then guess what? You're gonna start making that spirit gonna jump on anybody else. Right. Yo, I remember one of my coworkers started crashing out. It was just like, these people just, and he was just like just losing it. I was just like, everybody was trying to calm him down because it's just like, yo, guess what? That we don't want to start feeling like that too. So when it comes to that point, yo, you don't want to be frantic among, again, like your servants either. But instead, guess what? Do what it is that you can do. Do your best, right? Understand some setbacks will be made. Some mistakes can happen. But guess what? Your intent is in the right place. And what I'm going to do, even still at the end of the day, I'm going to serve y'all as best as I can and make sure that y'all feel welcome. Y'all feel that everything still feels good, right? So I say that's my best advice, man. Right? And of course, Ayana Bar, all praise to the Most High, right? And shalom to everybody that's just joining us, man. To the family AI Bible movie, shalom, all praise to the Most High, shalom, right? But continuing on, hey, yo, listen, Esau cannot get away. We got to talk about this joint, right? And I seen another question up here going into reincarnation. I do see it.
That's coming.
It's coming, right? We're going to do a lesson on reincarnation, regeneration, and everything, right? We can talk about it, but we as leadership, we're still studying this subject. And of course, whether or not the scriptures is actually really teaching that, we was doing like a deep study after bar for bar one of these days. And we made some pretty shocking discoveries. We was like, hold on. It make you tilt your head a little bit. Like, I ain't been reading the scriptures like this, have I? My binding is right here. So guess what? The study is coming. Well, the study is being done, and the conversation will be had very soon, right? But as a congregation, of course, Sister U and POR, guess what? We as a congregation, we don't give that to y'all first, right? So stay on the lookout. Trust us. We are going to get y'all the full breakdown. This is what we believe concerning it.
It's like the Adawanium, they got to take into account how we present it as well, because last time when SOT came out with some doctrine.
It's an SOT lost the spirit.
Yeah.
That's what they were saying, yo.
a whole bunch of stumbling blocks got put up out there once that doctrine came out. Not that it was the doctrine itself, but just how people reacted and the lack of utilizing the scriptures for us to bring peace and harmony back to Israel. It was a problem.
Yeah, it was like Jake was ready to burn the camp at the stake. It was just like I don't even want to talk. Yo, that
was a rough year.
That was a bad time.
Yeah,
it's a bad time. I remember I was crashing out over some of that stuff. I was like, I was just like, how y'all moving? Nah, I won't say I was like that, but even still,
hey, look, the general was trying to elevate Israel as a whole. Like, let's be on some scholarship type stuff. Give me your opinion. Keep this on the low. Let's not release this to the public yet. Let's coordinate on this thing so that I can tag you and I can cite you for this particular addition that you put in here. But
yeah,
like that.
But it's just like, Jake, how you gonna move like that, bro? You can't how you gonna move like yo? I thought we was cool. Cool. I wasn't expecting that. I was still that was even still all praise to the Most High. We made it through all that. And guess what? SOT still standing strong through the Spirit, man. Even unto this day, all praise to the Most High. But listen, guess what? We'll probably bring this up on Bible study, but we gotta get like a full consensus of this. Guess what? I'm gonna probably try to expedite it on the call if I can speak.
But do that, King.
But for right now, we got to talk about this. I don't want Michael. The word of that year was weird. It was very strange energy going on in Israel, right? I'm gonna say this brother often just crazy stuff. You talking about energy? No, I'm talking about the spirit, right? As a matter of fact, before we get to this first clip, I just want to show y'all what is going on with. I just want to show y'all the case that we looking at, right? So, Lindsey Clancy supporters dressed in pink outside courthouse. You might say, guess what? They're supporters, and they're outside the courthouse. Surely they must be fighting for some injustice that they're witnessing.
Right.
For Lindsey Clancy. And they're dressed in pink in support of her. Right?
Right.
Like I said, the world is devolving into a South Park episode.
Yep.
I'm gonna just play this. I'm gonna play the disclaimer. Then I'm gonna play the fair use. But listen, put them babies up. This case is like really graphic. I don't want to make too much light of it, but it's like the support really got me kind of bugged right now. It's like I'm like genuinely kind of like, when I don't want my Keller show me this, I freaking lost it. I was like, there's no way that y'all heard the same case as me, and y'all out here lined up like this a parade, like she coming through on a float or something like that, waving at everybody.
And I bet not see no sisters in the crowd too.
I better not. Right? We were beating them first. Right? Because guess what? The Lord, he gonna rebuke us first.
Right.
Because why are we in support of this? Right? The other nations, we already know they bugged out, but we got to show you just how bugged out it's getting and just how bad it really is. Check this out, man.
Murder trial. And just
let me know if y'all can hear this.
It's day 18, the Lindsey Clancy murder trial. And just a warning to all of our viewers, as the details of this case are graphic. Today, the defense called their star witness, Dr. Philip Resnick, to testify. He's a forensic psychologist who has testified in major cases such as Andrea Yates, Jeffrey Dahmer, and Casey Anthony. Resnick told the jury that Lindsey Clancy was suffering from postpartum psychosis when she killed her 3 children. Resnick says that he believed Lindsey Clancy when she described hearing a male voice command her to kill her 3 kids and take her own life, saying not only did she hear that command, but it was almost as if she wasn't in control of her own body. Dr. Resnick described it as if she was a puppet and someone else was pulling the strings.
You on mute, out of one.
So hold on. I was on mute. I was on mute. So the case at hand is that this mother of 3 children with postpartum depression in a violent manner strangled her 3 babies and attempted to take her own life. Now, this is already something serious right off the bat. I'm not gonna hold you, right? It's a very unfortunate situation, right? Because guess what? Hebrew Israelites, y'all, contrary to popular belief, we got a heart. It's like, yo, the little ones, what did they do? I understand. Guess what? And guess what? I don't know. I'm not quite too sure. I'm not too familiar with like postpartum depression and whatnot, but this sounds like something else. The way they trying to describe it is like postpartum depression work like possession.
It's like, I don't want to, please tell me, because I know you're going to play that one where they all support, but please tell me you also going to play the one where the women are like in their homes, like crashing out or like throwing ice or something like that. Please tell me you got that one that I sent you to.
Where is that one?
Okay, I'm gonna make sure I send it to you.
Where is that one?
I'm gonna send it to you to just to make sure.
One?
I'm just gonna look. You gotta play. You play this. You play the one where it shows the support. Then you play the women that are in their homes that are showing examples of themselves, like getting out their frustrations of their postpartum to say, like, I go through this too. It makes sense that she did it, type deal. All right.
Send me that. Send me that. So you was in the right mind enough. We're gonna talk about it when we get to the video. I don't want to fry them too soon. But when it comes to this, it's like this is already a very sad and unfortunate situation. But the way that they're trying to make postpartum depression sound is like it works as the same as a demon possessing somebody.
Right.
They're saying that she was listen, we're gonna press play.
But the prosecution painted a very different picture of the case when they called on psychiatrist Dr. Avram Mack, who said that Clancy was experiencing no symptoms of psychosis or mania when she killed 5-year-old Cora, 3-year-old Dawson, and 8-month-old Callan. He told the jury that his opinion about her diagnosis is that she suffered from a major depressive episode. Mack described Clancy's actions as methodical and well thought out, saying that she told him that she told her son Dawson to go to God. He says that specific phrase showed that she knew the severity of her actions. He also described her suicide attempt as thoughtful and thorough as she took pills, cut her wrists, and jumped out of her window. Dr. Mack's overall evaluation is that Lindsay Clancy is responsible for killing her 3 children. That's the very latest from the Plymouth courthouse. Stick with WBZ News for the latest on the Lindsay Clancy murder trial.
Hey, Salakia, and like, now, look, hold on real quick, just 1 second. I don't want. So you know, I sent you what I was talking about in on our Telegram, just for the record. All right.
I'm pulling it up right now.
All right.
Yo, so we're not talking too much about the case. I just wanted you all to know about what was being said and what is the matter concerning this, right? Because pretty much this, like I said, mother of 3, unalived her 3 young babies. Right?
Choked them, strangled them
to the point of unaliving, and attempted using 3. It's very interesting what the prosecution said. They said, guess what? It was methodical and it was very thoughtful. The fact that she said, go to God, like you just kind of just squeezing, you trying to take out your frustration or something like that. But she didn't realize that was a human life. Like they're trying to, like the defense was trying to make it seem like, guess what? This is something, it was completely a mistake or whatnot. And what this goes into is the way that they try to constantly cape for their own. They constantly try to, guess what? clear the guilt of their own people. The depravity and the morality of the people is the depravity is beginning to show, and the morality of the people is getting to a point where it's withered. You see what I'm saying? Right? So, like I said, as this world waxes worse, you don't want to wax worse right alongside it, because look at what they're doing right now. Look at this. I ain't even press play.
Show of support today for Lindsay Clancy. Hundreds of women, all dressed in pink, cheered the accused mom as she arrives in a police caravan for her murder trial. Supporters ran across the field to greet Lindsay. Some came with their babies.
You came with your babies to Yo, it's already out and it's already known that she murdered her children. She took their lives. But they're trying to defend her as if though, guess what? She's not guilty. Like, I don't get it. It's like, wait a minute. Why is there a sea of support for this? Y'all, do y'all see why I said this is like a South Park episode?
Yeah.
Family
I can just see the ad libs right now from South Park when they show these women that are out there that are whooping it up like, woo, woo. She 3 children are dead. She's strangled. And mind you, it was a second story building that she jumped out of. This woman had no intentions of killing herself. I'm gonna just keep it a buck with you. All right. She did not have no intentions of unaliving herself. But look, they're outside doing hearts and whooping. What do you think that even if you went out to support her, there would be like a somber type of spirit on the crowd? Like, we're here. We understand it was a mistake. No, they're out there. Woo! Woo!
Like, you did a great thing. Congrats. You're free. Like, what? Like I said, we're not trying to make light of it, but it's like, look at what they're doing. Yo, I don't think y'all realize this is like, it's bad. They're doing what? Why? It's like, it's not funny because guess what? This place, I'm gonna say it's funny to us because we're looking like, yo, this place is finished. The situation is like, it's grim and it's real, but it's like, look at how light they take it. Look at how, guess what? Their support is for, guess what? You just unalive your 3 children and you try to take your own life.
Salaki Adawan,
I don't get it.
This goes back into like, I was just watching the Adawan's Patreon when he was going over like statistics. All right, statistics where they try to weaponize different kinds of statistics against our community, right? But one of the great statistics is the justifiable murders that Esau commits. All right, one of the statistics involves the fact that we are exonerated, all right, at a clip that is inordinate to every other ethnicity. All right. Esau is always getting away with murder, and somehow that community is finding a way to popularize and make celebrities out of people that are murderers. How is this? What is this? All right, they made a celebrity out of what was that that Edomite name that
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Huh?
Jeffrey Dahmer.
I wasn't thinking about him, but yes, yes. All right, that Edomite that went to a riot with the AK and shot somebody and got off on that. They made a celebrity out of him too. All right. Esau is always finding a way to uplift, all right, getting away with murder. And it's so backwards and odd, and it's so wild to see.
This place is finished.
It's finished.
What? Yo,
Finish.
Let's keep playing.
Held up heart hands during a silent rally for the mom who strangled her 3 young children, then jumped from the second floor window, leaving her paralyzed for life.
Why are you throwing up our hands? This is like I said, it's a silent rally for her. And guess what? Like you said, it makes sense if you want to show your support. I believe that was a mistake. Listen, I understand what that goes through, but y'all cheering her on like this is some great. So like you go, girl. Like what?
It's pride. It's pride.
It's pride.
It's pride and murder.
Yeah, ain't no other way to put it, really.
Because real quick, I don't want to tell me if I'm wrong, right? One of the things that they do for the pride movement is like they're, the alphabet community, they're committing sin. It's against the ways of God, but then they show inordinate pride and they come out in droves to celebrate. No, we're proud about who we are and stuff like that. It's the same thing. Now there's this postpartum movement where I can do these monstrous acts. And the fact that I'm a victim now. I'm a victim. And now they're out there celebrating. They're celebrating that victimhood. All right. That's what the cheers are about. They are celebrating that victimhood and saying we support and we are going to show our pride and we're going to rally around you. And I don't think that this even mentions the amount of money that she got in support of this. They said a surplus of $1 million. Okay, that's what's going on right now, King.
Counter to one, but you got to think about it, man, because this police in the same place. Guess what? Edomite shoots up a church with elderly people, children, women in that church, and guess what? They go and take them to buy some Burger King. That's the rulers of this. That's the rulers of this world. That's the police, and they think like that. Oh yeah, you must have worked up an appetite. But it's lives that was lost on the other side of that. Like what? Some people say it's not her fault because she had postpartum, so she technically did not do it. They're trying to make postpartum depression seem like it's demon possession, right? And of course, if you believe in the scriptures, which I'm pretty sure a lot of them are Christians, God forbid, right? But guess what, right? We know that the scriptures tell us what we got choices that we make with our body. It's not somebody take the wheel or something like that. Like, no, right? But it's like had she been one of us, this would be a completely different story, right? It would have been a closed case right off the bat. I'm telling you. But let's keep playing this. Check this out. Look at the support for Lindsay Clancy right now. This is crazy right now.
It's a buzz around here, guys. Fox News legal analyst Chanley Painter, a former prosecutor, actually wore pink in her live report as she spoke to Lindsay's defense attorney, who was greeted with cheers.
Hey guys, what do you think of the support for Lindsay Clancy out here?
I have no words.
No words?
It's amazing.
Yo, are y'all seeing what we seeing?
Yo, Colonel Sanders is off. All right.
Colonel Sanders going. I have no words. You shouldn't. It's amazing. Yeah, it is amazing. How did y'all do this? What y'all put in the water over there?
Calm.
I don't get it. They literally cheered him on like this was a celebrity appearance.
Like
our special guest. With our special guest, the defense attorney.
Right.
Help her out, y'all.
Right. Like just like the sister said, had this been one of us, all right, the different kinds of defamatory racial you know, mockery they would have made, all right, of us, and likening us to animals, all right, which is what their narrative has always been. And at the end of the day, like, Salakia, if I come off crass or whatever the case is concerning this matter, this ain't got nothing to do with us. That's where I stand with this. This got nothing to do with us, all right? And I'm not, gloating concerning the death of these young children. I'm sitting here more so finding it comical concerning the manner in which the masses of people come out and support, in the way in which they support this kind of behavior. That is what I find comical. It is what it is.
Yo, black people, after the killing of George Floyd, raised up their fists in the air and said, Black Lives Matter. Y'all said, nah, shut that down. All lives matter. We ain't trying to hear all that. But this woman kills her 3 children. Y'all standing outside the courthouse and dressed in pink for her, saying,
right.
I don't get it.
We can't kneel. We can't kneel.
You can't kneel.
We can't.
You're gonna take a knee. You will take your money from you. But guess what? You defend a case like this. Guess what? We gonna clap. That's my guy. They clapping him all like he the MVP pick.
Look, King. We can't kneel at their ceremonies concerning that where they play an anthem that has in the lyrics, all right, the fact that they use have you seen the lyrics for the Star Spangled Banner? Have you seen those lyrics before?
I'm aware of the one.
All right. The second stanza has a remark concerning slaves and how we're being killed. And there's pride in that. There's pride in the song concerning that. You can't kneel for that. They will come out onto the internet and they will demonize you, saying you're ungrateful and all of these kinds of things, and how it's unprofessional and all kinds of stuff like that, because you choose to kneel, saying we're not receiving justice and we're getting killed in this country. But let a white woman go out there and strangle her 3 children. All right, take some pills and jump out a 2-story window, and they coming out in droves and cheer it.
Holding up. Yo, I don't get it because and I don't like what y'all trying to do here, because what they gonna take this and do is say, guess what? If she was able to get away with it, look at this is what I do when I'm like this. And guess what? It's just like, okay, we did it for Nancy. Guess what? Let it go for her. Now, what happens in the case like we seeing with our young sister that was jumped by her couple of Edomite friends, and you I don't no, we shouldn't normalize just uncontrollable behavior because of a condition, right? And you're asking to be free and to be around other people, and guess what? Guess what? From the reports that I've read, it's 3 years later and it's still like this. I understand this is after hours, but I'm gonna get this channel smoked. Let me just press play. I'm gonna press play, man. Let me hold on.
Rally for Lindsay Clancy is not.
And one thing that I want to clarify, we're not laughing about the case. We're not laughing about the situation that happened. We're laughing about, and we're kind of just baffled at what the way that they're supporting. What they're supporting is just like, what? How are you doing this? How are you so foolish and forward? How are you so proud?
The hypocrisy
and hypocritical. How are y'all like this? And we know the reason why. We asking a rhetorical question. It's because This place is nearing its end, man.
It's finished.
It's finished. We in those perilous times that Paul was speaking about, right? Perilous times shall come, man. Right? Guess what? It's gonna be the love of many shall wax cold. The love for the youth, their lives has waxed cold. Somebody will say, "Oh, the love for our women," which I definitely will agree, but this is a completely different conversation. The circumstances don't match up to have that conversation. Because that doesn't change what it is. The conversation about that doesn't change the conversation about what it is that she did with her own bare hands.
Right.
And we're fighting for her freedom, they're fighting for her freedom, that she should be back out in the streets. Well, when that's dangerous, right? And you're trying to pose it like, guess what? This is just a thing, and this is something that we should allow and should be okay with, by saying, guess what? This is what we do. This is just how it is, and you got to accept that, right? We shouldn't know, right? We got to normalize somebody saying, yo, have some self-control, man. Yo, control yourself. What are you doing, right? We don't rebuke no more. That's why y'all don't like the Israelites, right? Yo, for our people, man, we say put some clothes on, right? Yo, we can't be moving like that. You got to have rule over your spirit, right? Or else you're going to be like a city that is broken down without walls, man, right? We got to have that. Or else, guess what? We're going to find ourselves, God forbid, like this, man. May the Most High keep this far from the nation of Israel and anything like it. And I'm going to keep playing.
Not just in Plymouth, Massachusetts, where the trial is being held. There are gatherings across the USA today, including here in New York, an astounding.
Salaki, can
clip.
You can you play that one I sent you, King?
Carter, well, you about to play it right now. Gotta play it right now. Bear with us one moment, family.
Tired of living life on a merry-go-round.
I deserve to be freaking hurt. So fucking tired.
I am completely overwhelmed trying to take care of the kids. I'm drowning every day. It's miserable. Like, I'm desperate to get a mental break from taking care of everyone.
Okay, guys, this is back crap crazy. It just is. This isn't about postpartum hormones or the struggles of motherhood or parsing out the legal definition of insanity in a criminal trial. You can have questions over how culpable Lindsay Clancy was in her actions and still not venerate her like a saint. This is absolutely bizarre.
Trying to say this. That's all we're saying. We're trying to say the same exact thing. Why are y'all doing this? Some people now, some of them are able to recognize this and say, guess what? Hey, listen, that's crazy. Yo, y'all had enough conscious. No, wait a minute. Because what they're doing, throwing ice and frustration, crying, guess what? Like, yo, when it comes to like being overwhelmed, guess what? I believe we should have a lot more attention for things like mental health, well-being, because a lot of these things go ignored, especially I say within the Black community, definitely, right? But when it comes to this conversation, this isn't about, wait a minute. What y'all are doing on the videos, you set up the camera, you put the sound on TikTok, the chords playing, bum, 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 and you make sure you select that one, the most somber tone you could, and then you added a caption and you put up your phone, press record. You did that first. Got the bowl of ice. You just had that. I don't know if you had that on standby. You just keep bowls of ice with you, or if you know, you just kind of put that thing together before the video, and you just kind of just say, you know what, I'm very frustrated right now. I'm throwing ice,
right?
And just. Bro, wait a minute. And you're saying that that's the equivalent of strangling 3 children with your bare hands and trying to take your own life. That's equivalence. That's a false equivalence. You're not defending. You're not. I don't.
Salaki King.
That don't make no sense.
So Slaggy King, let me read you. Let me read you some off TikTok. I'm sorry, not off TikTok, but ChatGPT. All right. It says, I asked, is there a trend with postpartum that involves throwing ice? Yes. You're probably referring to the throwing ice in the bathtub trend, which became associated online with postpartum rage. The trend became widely known after a May 2024 TikTok in which a new mother described intense anger after childbirth and threw ice cubes forcefully into an empty bathtub as a way of releasing that frustration without damaging anything. Similar videos had appeared earlier, and the practice continues circulating through 2024-26. It has recently resurfaced online in August 2026. All right. So this is a viral coping method for throwing guys. It's a yeah, so this is and there's association with this in the Lindsay Clancy case as well.
But throwing ice and you taking one by one, go to God, squeezing, go to God, and then you down like that's not the same thing.
Yeah,
and like she saw us saying on this clip, we're not trying to downplay postpartum depression or anything, but what we are saying is, guess what? Defending this is off.
Right.
Defending her actions behind postpartum depression is off. We're gonna press play, and it's like the support videos and the support is crazy, right? Yo. And the sister said there is this black woman named Latarsha Sanders who killed her 2 sons in 2022 in Broxton, Massachusetts. Same city, same state. She is going to get a new trial because her mental health records were held back. But guess what? Her mental health records was pushed to the back end of her trial. But here it is. That's pushed to the forefront of somebody who's faced with this situation in 2026, right? What we notice is that the color is different, the race is different, the people's different, right? Y'all gonna say, guess what? Postpartum. Or y'all gonna look at that account and say, yo, this is an animal, she needs to be under the prison, right?
That's what they're gonna do.
That's what they're gonna do because guess what? It's our people, right? Or if you got a brain, you're gonna say, guess what? We shouldn't hide postpartum as this is a cause for murder. This is a cause for like, yo, what does that stimulate exactly? Like Warrior said. We gonna prep real quick. Right. I know y'all want to get to everything else. Let's just press play.
And taking the time to set up a camera in their bathroom and chuck ice into their shower or beat a pillow against a wall or whatever in some grand show of their maternal suffering. Nothing about that is real. This is performative nonsense being done for internet clout, and I'm calling it out.
Yeah, it's not real if you literally was, you know what? I'm gonna take my camera. Let me get some ice. Yeah, that's what we're gonna throw.
Let me get my ring. Let me get the ring. Let me get my ring camera. Let me make sure I got my makeup on.
Guess what, Lizzie? Yeah. And I'm not doing no ugly cry. I'm doing I'm doing that one. Right? Let's keep playing.
Postpartum realities exist. They are normal, they are temporary, and most women get through them just fine. Whether you believe her or not, Lindsay Clancy is claiming that she suffered from bipolar disorder, postpartum psychosis, and an over-medication-induced psychotic break. None of which have anything to do with the fact that you're riding the struggle bus today because you didn't get your full 8 hours and your toddler threw his Cheerios on the floor this morning. I mean, y'all are reading yourselves into a terribly tragic story that includes 3 dead children being left on a basement floor, in case you've forgotten, because you are so desperate and starved for attention. Parenting comes with its challenges. It is not a cakewalk every day. It also comes with incredible joy that make the hard days worth it by miles. Millions of women get up every single day and embrace motherhood for the amazing blessing that it is. So I'm not going to sit here in silence while all of these attention-starved banshees over on TikTok make us all look like nut jobs. So if you're sitting there holding your baby, fake crying, and talking about how you can understand why a woman might want to strangle her kids, you need a visit from Child Protective Services now. If you're setting up your ring light to go chuck ice cubes in a shower, you need to get off the internet and go touch grass. This is not what moms do. This is not what normal women do. This is not what sane people do. I have all kinds of sympathy for a mother recovering from childbirth and learning how to parent a brand new human. I do. I've been there. I have sympathy for the woman who might be having a legit medical episode, goes to a doctor, they give her a pharmacy's worth of pills, and it turns her brain into scrambled eggs. Doesn't justify murder, but over medication is a thing, and I have some sympathy for that. But no, I don't have sympathy for whatever this is.
All right, Seesaw. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man. Because it's like, yo, like, because guess what? Like she said, I would say, like I said, some of them see what we see, and it's just like, okay, that's crazy. But look at that sea of people that would vehemently disagree and are holding up. Look at that sea of people that would vehemently disagree and say, well, oh, the defense attorney, yo, do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, madness,
yo, man. We need the Most High God more than anything in the year 2026. As this place waxes worse and worse, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you need to get locked in with your God. When I speak to you, I speak to myself. That's the most important thing that got to be at the forefront of our minds, right? Everything else is vanity at this point. As these people wax worse, and as this kingdom crumbles in your very sight, right before your eyes, guess what? We want to find a stay in the day of the Lord, man. As these people, guess what? Their patience with our people waxes thin. It happened in Egypt, right? These people waxing mighty, right? We got to deal wisely with them. As their patience with our people wax thin, I'm not saying we at their dime or anything like that. The Lord, guess what? He works through, guess what? The Most High God, he works through everybody, but he's trying to get our people, what? To out of this stump that we've been within. You can't be aligning with them. You can't be aligned with this world. You can't be aligned with the message and ideology, the spirit of this place, man. Right? I know it's a sister that looking at this and just like, oh, like, come on. We cannot move like these other nations move, man. We got to have accountability in these last days for ourselves, for our actions, and we have to take it seriously, or else we're gonna find an excuse for everything, right? That's really what and again, an excuse for the worst things, right? God forbid, right? But you had anything that you wanted to add on one?
Yeah, kind of. I have one more clip, honestly, and we actually get to see. If you open, it's just like 2 minutes, right? And it's one more clip, not concerning this matter, but concerning one more thing. All right, if you're open to that,
let's get it on one.
Now,
in the meantime, drop y'all questions. Or as a matter of fact, in the meantime, I'm gonna post a link in the chat if y'all want to talk.
Okay. Let me know.
Post a link in the chat.
So, is my screen being shared right now, King?
It's sharing.
Okay, all praises, King.
Let me know you're ready to put it on screen.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. Just drop that fair use or whatever like that, and and take a look at this because it's
Oh yeah.
You ready?
Fair use. Counter to one.
Okay, let me play this.
It's not just a 1 minute clip. That's not what this story is about. It's about the other 20 minutes of this game and about what was going on this field, which prompted an otherwise fantastic little girl from a great family to enter onto that field.
16-year-old Addison Honeycutt tackled a player Tuesday night at a football game in Winchester.
I was not just going after this kid just to go after him, because that was not my intention at all.
Addison says she was watching her brother get targeted.
Seeing what they were doing to him and nobody stopping it, that kind of made me like the last choice of, okay, somebody has to stop it.
Another player grabbed her brother's face mask and slung him around.
Okay.
Pause this real quick. I think you gotta. Yep.
Is it playing, King?
It's like it's like a. I think you gotta
choppy.
You gotta mute. You gotta mute the live stream playing in the background.
Oh. Okay.
It's
yeah.
Like,
you know what?
It's like we still coming through.
Tell me if this works real quick. Let me do this real quick.
No.
Several times.
It's still coming through. Wait a minute. Nah, I'm tripping. That's on me.
Is that still unclear?
No, that's completely on my end. Ain't nobody else complaining or anything. I heard the live coming through on my side. That's my fault. We'll play it all the way back over to the front. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you good, King. All right, I'm gonna just play this over. Just so we clear. All right, this is dealing with a football game. If you didn't hear already. All right, where a little white girl, a little Edomite girl, she runs onto the field and tackles a black boy. All right, and you gotta listen to what she's saying. All right, she's saying that all these kids. She's saying that her little brother was being. You gotta hear like the way that the mom is going to dramatize this, and you gotta hear the attorney at the end. It's comedy. So after I share my screen, please drop some sevens in the chat just to make sure that it's playing through. I'm gonna play it one more time over and let it play through. All right, let me start it all over and let me share my screen real quick. Hold on, real quick. Let me make sure. Okay, the screen is sharing. Oh, okay, beautiful, beautiful. It's got me on the side. Beautiful.
It's not just a 1 minute clip. That's not what this story is about. It's about the other 20 minutes of this game and about what was going on this field, which prompted an otherwise fantastic little girl from a great family to enter onto that field.
16-year-old Addison Honeycutt tackled a player Tuesday night at a football game in Winchester.
I was not just going after this kid just to go after him, because that was not my intention at all.
Addison says she was watching her brother.
Hold on. Let's do this the right way.
Yo.
That wasn't my intentions?
So you
like what?
Kind of picked you up and just threw you at the crowd.
And y'all gotta go on. Y'all need to go on the Instagram and see the mashup of the clips, because they're gonna show it a few times. But like, you gotta see, this girl looked like she was kind of like she kind of ran this brother down. All right.
Yeah. Like, and it's crazy because it's like she says that was not my intent, but she literally lays out an intent right there. This is the reason why I did this, but I didn't really intend to. You see what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Yo, this is yo.
You got to listen to the rationale. The rationale is wild.
Yeah, this place is finished, man.
Yeah, let me finish playing this, King. Let's get through this. All right, hold on.
And one thing that I
get targeted.
I stepped away for one quick second. I said, yo, the way that football crowd is cheering is the same way that they was cheering for Lindsey Clancy. I was like, no way. Y'all on the same frequency when it comes to that joint. That's crazy, man. Right? For a second, I almost thought they was cheering for her, but it's a football game. Everybody there on the same page.
Right. And notice, number one, think about all these things. Like she's not gonna be specific saying this kid did this thing specifically. She's talking about the team in totality. That's what she's that's what she's claiming. She's claiming that that's what the team in totality is doing. She's not in this interview gonna say anything about that specific player doing something and the reason why she went after him. All right.
Right.
And then also that's what we have penalties and first downs and penalty yards for. That's what that's for. But
that's
the
what
refs
the coach is there for. The refs, yeah.
We play this, King.
Seeing what they were doing to him and nobody stopping it, that kind of made me like the last choice.
Hold on, I'm sorry, I apologize.
Of okay, somebody has to stop this.
She says another player grabbed her brother's face mask and slung him around several times. When she saw him hit in the ribs, she'd had enough.
That's when I started to be like, no, I'm done watching this.
Her mother, Elizabeth Chumbley, was watching too.
So I'm seeing my son on the ground being attacked. This wasn't just a football.
Okay, listen.
Yo. It's like, bro.
Listen to the words and the type of narrative that his mom is about to spin about her son being attacked. And then listen to the words that are attributed to this girl. Is it going to be in a way where she's attacking or anything? Is that an attack?
Yo,
I'm curious.
The way that the narrator or whoever that is, the way that he tried to like describe her at the end, it
gets worse.
Crazy, y'all. Y'all gotta. It's 10 times worse. Y'all gotta hear
worse. Let's go.
Play. This was him on the ground being physically attacked by this other player.
Elizabeth believes coaches should have stepped in, but makes it clear her daughter should not have gone onto the field.
I made sure she understood
Look
quickly.
at this girl. You see this girl?
Yeah.
Look how she going after this brother. Let me back it up.
It's clear her daughter should not have gone onto the field.
I made sure that she understood quickly that her behavior, that was inappropriate. You shouldn't have jumped over the fence.
Not only was Addison removed from school property.
What? Jumped over the fence. What? Damn. Jumped over the fence. How about you don't attack people? How about you don't attack people?
Wait a minute.
Where's that accountability at?
I'm confused because it's like, yo, how tall was that fence? Now that's what I gotta know. She ran without the intent. She ran without the intent, jumped over the fence and ran down on a nigga. Yo, man, if the love ain't like that, I don't want it. I'm gonna tell you that. If the love ain't like that, I don't want it. You ain't gonna. Yo, listen. If the love like that ain't even from me, guess what? Listen, that's love right there, man. You ran down off the fence because guess what? Y'all not gonna do him like that. Hell no, bro. That's crazy.
But let's get through it. It's almost done. Let's get through this.
She was charged with disorderly conduct and assault. But her attorney says that's a reach. She was just protecting her little brother.
I believe her little brother was actually being abused on that football field. What that other player was doing was not football.
David McKenzie says they plan to fight the charges.
Could there have been less restrictive measures that were utilized
wait a minute.
rather
Where
than
is?
having this poor girl get served with petitions?
Hold on, what'd you say, King?
I said, where is the clip of what was happening to the brother? Where is that? They're saying that was not football. Show us what was not football.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Because the way that she ran up on bro, that looked like football more than anything.
Right. Right.
You gotta show us what happened. But
Right.
again, they're trying to paint a narrative here. They're trying to paint a narrative. And
Exactly.
of course, they're trying to paint a narrative here. And it's evident through the testimony. Like this guy, whoever he is, like where he come from.
Listen. It's almost done. Listen to what he says. Listen.
From a juvenile court system, absolutely. Then having this poor girl get served with petitions.
Okay, what? Okay. Do you see what's happening? Poor girl. They said poor girl.
Yeah.
McKenzie says they plan to fight the charges.
Could there have been less restrictive measures that were utilized rather than having this poor girl get served with petitions from a juvenile court system? Absolutely.
Addison hopes.
Do you see this, King?
So they're saying there could have been another way. I see this.
At first, I thought he was going to say, could there have been a less extreme measure that she could have handled this? Like, I thought that he was going to kind of go into how she could have handled this better. But no.
Yeah.
This wicked devil says, is there another way that we could have handled this with this poor girl rather than serving her juvenile charges? Like, he is highly offended at that proposition of her running out there on a field, an organized game, and attacking a player. Like, this is madness to him.
It is crazy because we have no leeway. And of course, it's like everybody's been going off in the chat about it's about that hypocrisy. Because it's like, what are people there is no leeway, right? Y'all want Carmelo Anthony under the jail, right? But something like this, it's the game. They was at a track meet. It wasn't even started. And they already on that BS. Of course, we got classes, we got discussions on the channel about that whole entire situation, right? She was number 0 that day, sis Yolanda. Yeah, right. But it just goes to show, man, that double standards within his place, within his kingdom, and it's at a point that, man, you have to want out of this kingdom. You have to want out of this world, and the only way to do so is this. Revelation 18 and verse 4. Okay. I don't see no questions in the chat. Ain't nobody clicked this link. I dropped it almost 15 minutes ago, right? I might give it like 5 more minutes. Mm-hmm. Nobody joined the link. Hey. Or I might hit y'all one of these. Over something crazy. That's folly. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Hey,
that's crazy work. I didn't even notice that the first time when you had sent it to me and we was like looking at it. I didn't even notice that the first time around. That's why it like shocked me so much when I seen it the second time. I was just like, y'all, what are y'all doing? Right? What are y'all doing? Right? Have Cleo, and trust me, have Cleo come on Most High willing this upcoming Sunday. As a matter of fact, we're gonna reach out to him, right? Have him come on Sunday night. We're gonna be live tonight. Well, we're gonna be live Most High willing this week, right?
You want that in Revelation?
Wait, yeah, he should have. Yeah.
All right, I got you. This is Revelations chapter 18 and verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues.
So that you don't receive none of the plagues, man. I think about, because like she said, like, yo, the how, like, again, like these like different places can do you and make you bugged out, right? Yo, and I think about that. That's something that scared me. I'll be like, yo, but when it comes to the plagues that's coming to this place, man, the Most High said that he will destroy out all understanding within Edom, man, right? He will make all your wise men to be confounded. Yo, the wise men, yo, he was confounded because it's amazing. The support is outstanding. I can't believe it. I have no words.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right? The Most High is going to destroy the understanding of this place. And of course, it's already being hit with plagues day by day, man. The inflation, right? Sky high. The price of living is just crazy right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's stressed out. Everybody going through something right now as we speak, man. And this place is becoming harder and harder to live in. And it's definitely harder to live in with people that literally have no soul.
Right.
Have no mind. And it's like, you say, well, how can you say that? But what am I looking at when it comes to that situation with the Lindsay Clancy? What are you so in support of when it comes to that case and scenario? What is there to cheer about? What is there to what is there to do with any of that? Right? Yo, man, that's why I said this world is waxing worse, but we have to want out of it, right? And the way to do that is by what? Putting a microglass under what Hebrews 12 said is what? The sin that easily besets you and the weight that's holding you back. Put that under a microglass or a magnifying glass, right? And really examine these things so that you can put them off, right? Is there more on that revelation?
That was verse 4. You want verse 5?
What's verse 5 say?
It says, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and God hath remembered her iniquity.
Yo, because the sins of his kingdom has reached onto heaven, and the Most High God has remembered her iniquity. Yo, all the wars that's going on in the world today, man, right? The Most High, yo, because you can't treat God's people the way that you have been and expect that everything's gonna be cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Most High said he will have war with Amalek from generation to generation, right? Always gonna be smoke for them. Getting what's handed to them over there in the Middle East, man, right? Over land that don't belong to them.
Mm-hmm.
So when it comes to what the sins of this world, man, it went from abortion is not murder to now at this point, this isn't even murder at this point. Murder is not murder. It's actually possession. She's not guilty of murder. She was possessed. Pretty much is what you're saying.
Right.
That's how you describing it. I'm not saying people don't get overwhelmed. I'm not saying people aren't frustrated that guess what? That navigating life with, motherhood, parenthood, that's not going to present challenges to you. That sometimes it can be overwhelming, but that's definitely not the way to deal with it. And it's definitely many people who have come before her and going through it right now, managing it much better, right? But it's like the mindset and the psyche of these people. What are you congratulating here? What is there to celebrate? Why are y'all clapping the defense attorney like he MVP? He just won the game right there. That's like, it's stuff like that that stormed me, man. And it's stuff like that of course, it's signs world is waxing worse around you. Matthew 24, verse number 13. That's been my main thought for today. I see this place wax worse and worse and worse. We got to get in better and better and stronger, right? We can't find ourselves getting lax. We can't find ourselves getting what? Yes, we can't find ourselves getting to a point where we becoming casual within our walk, right? We're becoming casual in our walk, right? To where you're not moving with that same fire. And of course, it's not a thing to you no more, right? You know, or like you become comfortable with just going off, right? To a point you don't want to be right. A lot of them people that we see in the crowd, they don't want to be right. We have to, right? Read that. And David Nino, listen, if you want to talk about the Trinity, here's the link until this verse is over with. Right? If you want to talk about the Trinity, you want to talk about the scriptures and whatnot, guess what? We'll be on for you. But I don't think that that's quite like a conversation. I'm not gonna hold you.
Nah, he got that troll spirit that I'm seeing from what I'm looking at.
Yeah, like I'm not quite too sure what these. No Trinity, no man-made religions, just Christ and his message, which is what? Keep the commandments and have faith in my sacrifice, right? We agree with you. We on the same page, brother.
Yeah,
right?
all the scriptures is true.
Yeah. Right. We 1,000% agree with you, brother. Because they try to make you blind to the world around you. They try to make you think, they try to focus your mind on, oh, God is triune. What is that doing for us right now? Jesus Christ and the Father, they share the same substance, same essence. But we don't know the essence of the Father. We don't know the substance of God when it comes to how he deals with us, right? And how my walk is doing with him. These are things that we got to emphasize more. And these are things that we got to take care of. And we got to take, I say, a lot more thought for in a world where nobody has any thought for it. And nobody's going to have any thought for it. But you have to have thought for it. You got to care about it because nobody else will. Nobody can walk this walk for you. So remind yourself of this, man. And this reminder to me too. Give me Matthew 24, verse number 12. Check this out.
This is Matthew 24, verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure until
so again,
the
because
end,
the iniquity, that's my mistake. You can finish that out.
But he that shall endure,
or just start it from the top.
And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved.
So again, as we see the world wax worse, the sin increase in this place, man, we have to keep our minds focused on, guess what? If we endure unto the end, endure what? Sound doctrine, right? Keep the commandments and live. How is that sound? That doctrine is sound. It's going to keep you far from situations like that. The commandments and the wisdom which you found within the scriptures, it teach you how to have that control over your spirit, right? It's cool. I don't want. We finna shut it down anyway, right? If we got to remove them all later, we can do that. But remind yourself of this consistently, right? If we endure unto the end, we endure in the things that you've been taught, right? And the things in which you've learned, hold them tightly in these times. Because guess what? Ain't nothing out here in this world, man. The place is waxing worse. The people within it are waxing worse. But we have to endure unto the end, getting stronger and stronger through the spirit and power of the Most High God. And in the name of his only begotten Son, man. So with that being said, we're going to close up by giving, of course, all praises, honor, glory, and thanks to the Most High God, Yahweh, Ba'Shem Mashiach Yahushua. Again, double honors due to the Otto Wayne over here at Sons of Thunder, who have taught us his doctrine and taught us well. Peace, love, and blessings to you all. Again, it's me, your brother, Captain Kwabza Allah, and I'll be here with
Officer Michael.
And again, with the Sons of Thunder Israelites, it's our heart's prayer desire that all Israel might be saved. Make sure you're tuning in with all of our platforms. Join us for Tabernacles coming up, as well as the Feast of Trumpets, Day of Atonement. Right? I'm excited to keep all those with you, family. We want to see you in attendance. But with that being said for tonight, man, y'all have a blessed and a Shar Shabbat Shalom, man. Kwame Shalom.
Shalom. Soft and warm, the quiet storm, quiet the storm.
Thank you for watching. If you wish to donate, you can use Zelle or PayPal. We're the Sons of Thunder. It's our heart's prayer and desire for Israel that they might be saved. Shalom.